Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I have the wrap up on the items that I wanted to pan in 2023. I have a heck of a lot of items in front of me. Many were successful, some I was unsuccessful with. So let's go through all of these items, and I did learn my lesson to not have as many items for next year. I am doing this video for 2024, but I only have 30 items there. I have a lot more like for 2023, and yeah, I was not successful with my items, so to speak. I wasn't successful with all of them. So let's just talk about all the items that I wanted to pan in 2023. Hello, my name is Helena, and yeah, I pan a lot of makeup. I own a lot of makeup, and I really like to try and use shit up, you know, get my money's worth out of all the things that I buy. And yeah, we have a lot of items, some very old items here that I was able to finish up, and that makes me so happy. So let's talk about them. See, I have my trusty little book here, if I can fit it, with all my shit. I will link the video that when I talked about these items down below if you want to watch that video first. But I have a lot of primers, and if you have watched me, you know that I am very, very successful at panning primers. I have a lot of primer empties. There was only one primer which I wasn't successful with, and now I realize that it's not here. Now we have it here. So, I have a couple of minis or samples that I have been accumulating through various advent calendars. So I did have the small version of the NYX Plump Right Back primer. I did finish this one. I have a big one as well, and yeah, it's okay. It's not my favorite primer, but it's not bad either. It is gripping, but yeah, it's not my favorite. So I mean, I have a big one. I need to finish that one up as well. I'm not mad that I have the big one, but yeah, I wouldn't repurchase it once that one is gone. I also have a mini of the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This is not a favorite. It's very silicone-y, very slippery, and I have oily skin, so this one kind of makes everything slid around on my face. Not the best. I'm not like an OG Smashbox Primer stan. This one I would not purchase in a big size. I'm happy to have it out. And if you watch the reasons that I'm happy to not also have another one of these in my collection, because these are like infinite. You have infinite Smashbox primers out there in the world. This is my final one. I don't have any other one, which is good. I have a mini of the MAC Strobecream, which I used as a primer. I'm not like a liquid or like a cream highlighter girly, so I use this as a primer in combination with other ones, and it was okay. As I said, I have oily skin, so this is not anything that I would buy in a big size. Another thing I wouldn't buy in a big size is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin enriched primer. This is basically a moisturizer. I don't know what it does. I don't know why this has so much hype. I don't get it. I would not buy a big one. It's super expensive, but for me, this is just an ordinary moisturizer. It didn't do anything for my makeup to last longer or to like give it anything. I have oily skin, but I have also quite hydrated skin, because that's one way to combat my oils. I cannot dry out my face, because then I will produce more oils. So I add a lot of hydration into my skin, so I don't have an issue with dry skin whatsoever. So this one is just not necessary for me. Then I have 4 big primers to talk about. So let's talk about the V Cosmetics. I don't know, I think I finished this one quite early in the year. This is the V Cosmetics primer. I don't really know what is it called. Ritual primer. It was okay, but yeah, nothing special. V Cosmetics is like a brand based on occult things and shit. This one I would not repurchase. It was okay, but nothing special. Same goes for the KimChi Cheek, the Effin Primer. This one is also very silicone-y, very slippery. I had to mix this one with a gripping primer. I think I mixed it with this one, I don't remember. But this is the Catrice Grip and Last Putty Primer, which is too grippy, too dense on my face. So mixing like a very liquidy primer with this one and warming it up, and I was able to spread it across my face. But otherwise this could like tug to specific spots, and when you apply foundation you could really see the like dots of primer that I wasn't able to blend. So I would definitely not repurchase this one from Catrice, and this one I wouldn't repurchase. However, I do have another full size in my collection because I'm a fucking idiot, and sometimes I accidentally order 2 items because I don't realize that I'm adding 2 into the basket. So I have another one in my collection, which sucks because it's not my favorite. It's not bad per se, but yeah, I rather test new ones and not use the same ones that I am not that impressed by. Finally, the one primer I was not able to finish is my Catrice Tensational Primer. This is actually good, I do like it. It gives like some glow, and it's pore filling, and it doesn't make my face unnecessarily oily either. So I do actually enjoy this one. I was having it in my project pan, so I am about there. A fourth left, so I will be able to use this up very early in the next year. But yeah, this is the one primer I was not able to finish out of all of the ones I had listed. Let's talk about another primer. I had one eyeshadow primer I wanted to finish, and this is the ABH Eyeshadow Primer. Not a favorite. Sometimes it made my eyeshadow crease, which is not superb. I have hooded eyes, so I need to be quite conscious about what eyeshadow primer I have. I have another one that I decluttered this year because I realized that it makes my eyeshadow crease, and you know, I use an eyeshadow base to not have creasy eyeshadow. So, wouldn't repurchase this one, but I am happy to have it out. It takes so long to use up eyeshadow primer, so my rule now is that I can only have 1 eyeshadow primer in my collection until like I feel that it's running low, then I can buy a new one. But it's just unnecessary to have 4 eyeshadow primers in my collection because they take so long to finish. Let's talk about some base products. I have been unsuccessful in panning my foundations. I had 5 on my list and I have been panning, I used up 3. So the first one I did not have much left on when I started the year. I was down here, so it's not that, it wasn't difficult. This is the Colorpop Pretty Fresh Foundation. Really, really nice foundation. I do enjoy it quite a lot. Yeah, could see myself repurchasing, but I have so many foundations that I need to work through. So when I have worked through those, I will probably buy a new exciting one and not go back to this old one. If I know myself, that is what I tend to do. I want to try new exciting stuff. Another very beautiful foundation that I finished is the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation. Really beautiful. I don't know if they make this anymore or if they reformulated and renamed their foundation line, but this one works really well on my oily skin. And yeah, definitely also a contender to repurchase, but since I have so many that I need to work through, I don't think that I will buy like a new one of an old. It's just not, it's not the way I do makeup. Yeah, maybe it should be, because I know, you know, if I find something that I love, maybe I should just go for that and not test out so items, but I love to test new makeup. I was also able to finish my Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation. This is a very thick foundation. It has like very full coverage. I was able to finish it mixing it with other foundations because it was too light and also too thick. So I mixed it to finish it up, and yeah, I'm happy to have it out. I would not repurchase this one. Then the two ones I did not finish. I was close to finish this one from Peripera. This is the Ink Lasting Cover Foundation. I added it to my product pan, but I was not able to finish it, so I will finish it early next year. Very beautiful foundation. I love foundations from like K and J Beauty brands. They work some magic on their base products, let me tell you. But yeah, I did not finish this one, and I also did not have time to work on or finish this one from Focallure, which is really old now in my collection. I should have it out. I will work on it next year. It's the Full Coverage Matte Foundation. It doesn't keep my skin very matte, so it doesn't last that long, but it's okay. I can mix it with other ones to make it work better. Then the two concealers I had on my list, I have been able to finish. So we had the Bperfect Chroma Concealer, which is all done. It was okay, but it's like I'm on the hunt for the perfect full coverage concealer that, you know, blends well and lasts long and everything and doesn't crease. And this was not it. The Moira one was also good, but the shade was not the best on me. This is the Moira Mega Concealer. And yeah, it was okay, but the shade wasn't good. And I don't know what shades they have, because this is 100 Vanilla. I don't know if they have any one that is lighter or more cool toned than that. I think I had a Franken powder that I talked about in this packaging. I am now reusing this packaging, so I have a highlighter in here. But I was able to finish my Franken powder, and I was also able to finish this big boy from Coty Airspun. This is the original loose powder. It was very nice, but it is so perfumey, so I wouldn't repurchase it, and it also kind of felt heavy. Don't know if it was because of the perfumes or the formula also, but yeah, it's a nice powder, but I wouldn't repurchase this one. I got that from YesStyle because you cannot get Coty Airspun in Sweden. I also finished my Etude House powder, like a peach powder thingy, and it was okay. I can't really remember anything about this powder, which tells you that it's not anything to hang in a Christmas tree, so as we say in Sweden. Yeah, but I have an empty compact. I was able to finish another powder. As I am oily skinned, my face eats powder, so it's good, or I can finish powder quite quickly. I mean, I have 3 setting sprays. I have the Benefit Porefessional Super Setter, and this is with the MAC Fix Plus lid, because I took the sprayer from this one because the sprayer is really good, and put it on a different bottle, so this is not the right top. This one was okay. I don't really see the hype about this. I think that the one I use now from Real Techniques, I think that setting spray is better at blurring and mattifying than this one was. I also hate the packaging. It looks so cheap with this like blue color, not my favorite. I finished one MAC Fix Plus. This is like their lunar thing. I don't know, it has a crescent moon and shit. I mainly use this to wet my eyeshadows, which, I mean, it works really well. And then I had this Beauty Creations one that I've been working on the final part of the year. Don't know if this did anything apart from like meshing all the powders together. Would not repurchase this one, but I'm happy to have it out. This is the Peach setting spray. As I was talking about, I have pressed a highlighter into this compact, on this Carl & Son compact. I was not able to finish the Ofra highlighter quintet. Oh, is this a quintet? I'm sorry. I have 5 like highlighters, whereas 2 I have Franken into bronzers and blush. So I have 3 left, and I repressed all of them because they had a decent pan. I repressed them all into this one. Was not able to finish this entire palette, but I will try and finish this highlighter, but it's very, very blinding. If you know HOH for highlighters, they are so intense. So hopefully I can finish those or this compact in the next year. I have some eyebrow things. Let me see. I have this pencil from Soda. It's an eyebrow pencil. It was like a triangle. No, it was a flat tip eyebrow pencil, which I was able to finish. I think mine is in the shade. It's the Wow Brow Flat Brow Liner. Don't see any shade here. We have Paris, 001 Paris. It was a really, I enjoyed this. I made it, was very quick to fix my eyebrows with. I also finished the MINA eyebrow gel, the eyebrow mascara in the shade 100. Looks gnarly now, but yeah, it's nothing I would repurchase. It really did nothing on my brows. One thing I did like is the NYX Thick It Stick It eyebrow mascara thingamajig. This one was really good at making my eyebrows fluff up and become thicker, because my eyebrows, my natural eyebrow hairs are very thin, and then they are very blonde, and yeah, this was a good thing to kind of amp up the eyebrows. Then I think we have we have the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick. I was able to finish this one. It was just a mini. I got in an advent calendar. I'm not really a person who uses this kind of thing, so yeah, I would not repurchase. I have a couple of base products I wanted to hit pan on. I was unsuccessful with one, but successful with two. So we have the Makeup Mecca blush. It's a very neutral colored blush. I wanted to hit pan on this one, and as you can see, I do have quite a big pan. And now it's in the shade Charming. I don't think you can get this anymore. I was also able finally to hit pan on my Kiko Milano bronzer. You can't really see the pan because it's a waffle pan beneath, but I promise you it is there. And yeah, it's a humongous bronzer. This is my oldest bronzer probably in my collection, but it works really well. It looks really nice on the skin. The one I wasn't able to hit pan on is the Bourjois Elise Poudre, whatever, French bronzer. It's like a chocolate bar, kind of inspired by Too Faced. Was not able to hit pan on this one. I will try and do that in the start of the year, because this is a matte bronzer and I can work it during like the colder months and so on. I have two, I think I mentioned more, but I did decide to declutter some of my cream glitter eyeshadows to a friend. So I have these two from Riri. One I was basically able to empty out, but I scraped some off into this one, and now I'm decluttering this one. This was in my Rolling 10 project pan, but it burns my eyes, so it tells me that it has probably gone off, and I'm not gonna put that on my eyeballs anymore, so I'm gonna declutter this one. I had a phase where I ordered a lot of glitter eyeshadows from like K-beauty brands, and they have like so many on Yes Style, and yeah, it was a phase. I'm not really in that phase anymore. So I'm happy to have two glitter eyeshadows out. And then maybe, I think the rest is lip things. So I have been working on two lip liners this year. One from Kix Beauty in the shade Dusty Rose is completely done. This is very old, so I'm happy to have it out. Another one from the brand Kix Beauty, which is no longer with us. I mean, the brand is no longer with us. Is in the shade Blueberry Lips. I have quite some time left on this pencil. Hopefully I can get it done the next year, but I was not able to finish this one up. I have some lip glosses. I thought I had only finished one, but I realized that I have actually finished 3. Because I'm not a lip gloss girly, so I thought that I failed, but I apparently did not. We have the Clarins lip gloss. This is just a mini. From what I remember, it's a natural lip perfector. From what I remember, it was okay. As I said, I'm not one to buy expensive lip gloss. It's just not where I am at. Maybe I will be there in a year. Late on the lip gloss trend, but who knows. This one I got in an advent calendar. I'm happy to have it out. I also got the Buxom lip gloss in an advent calendar. It's just a mini. Same thing here. I don't really remember liking it or not. It's an empty. Let's leave it at that. This one took forever. It's the September Rose lip gloss in the shade Pinot Gris, I think it is the shade. It took really long time. It has like big glitters in it, so it wasn't a favorite to wear on my lips every day because you could really see the sparkle. I have another one in the shade Demi Sec that I also need to work out, but knowing how long it took for this one, I'm not really looking forward to it. It's very opaque, so it has a lot of color as well as glitter particles. 3 lipsticks I was kinda successful with, but also kinda not. Are very old lipsticks. One from a makeup store in the shade Violet. It's a glossy formula, and it is flat. Then I have one from Isadora, another Swedish brand, in the shade Deco Rose, which was also like a pink, dusty pink. And one from Isadora. So all of these are Swedish brands. This is the Twist Up Matte Lips in the shade Purple Prune. I did wear these some, but I ended up blending all of what was left of all of these together and made them into a liquid blush or cream blush. I also put some of my cream highlighter in this to make it a bit more glowy. So we have a lot of cream blush, Franken cream blush to get through. So I wasn't really using everything up. I still have some of the products from these 3, but I will put away these 3 from my collection. I rather use them as a cream blush. Some of I was able to finish 3 liquid lipsticks, which is really, really great. The one from KVD in the shade Lolita 2 was basically organic juice. I had used this so much on my own because this is my favorite color ever. So I was glad to finish this one up before it got bad. I also have the shade, I think it's like Love Struck or something, from KVD, which is like a dusty pink, quite similar to the bullet lipsticks there. Was able to finish up, and I was also able to finish up the super, super old Gimme Glow Cosmetics liquid lip in the shade Berry Smoothie. So 3 very old liquid lipsticks from my collection are done. What I was unsuccessful with is the Fenty Beauty liquid lip in the shade Uncuffed. Still have some left, and this is smelling now, so I should try to use it up as soon as possible. I was also unable to finish up my Kicks liquid lip in the shade Your Lips But Better, I think it is. This is still very comfortable, it doesn't smell or anything, so I will try to use it up next year. The same goes for my ABH liquid lip in the shade Dusty Rose. Everything is Dusty Rose. Apparently I had a thing for dusty pink lips once upon a time, so I will try and use these ones up in the coming year. And I think those are the items that I have like still here in front of me. I was pretty successful, I must admit. I only had like, in the foundation compartment, I wasn't that successful, and that is because how I used to use foundation was that I opened one bottle and finished that one and opened the next one, because I didn't want to have several open bottles. And I have kind of strayed away from that mentality. I'm trying to use everything in my collection from time to time to kind of make sure it doesn't go bad before I'm able to use it, because I have a lot of things in my collection. So not super successful on my foundations, and I had some lip products that I wasn't, you know, able to meet my goal on, as well as a bronzer. I think I've learned my lesson. I think my plan for 2024 will be better, and I will hopefully be more successful with the 30 items that I'm adding into that plan to pan. So if you want to see that, you should definitely keep an eye up. You know, you can subscribe and turn the bell on so you will know when I post my plan to pan for 2024. But other than that, I'm happy to have you here. Yeah, and that is it for this time. Happy New Year, and take care, everyone. Bye!